And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, game, well, the second best of three is has now started. And of course, it is none other than the first player to be introduced here as the Red Turn, playing for Team Fnatic. Give it up for Naama. And of course, his opponent in the top left corner, playing as the Violet Zerg, playing for Team Missing in Action. Give it up for Starbuck. Yay, Starbuck, wee! And of course, we all know, well, if any of you had followed basically the Steel Series Arena, if any one of you guys know, if you can remember, Starbuck won against Naama 2-0 in the groups, in the second group stages, and being the first one to advance out of the second group stages, or out of Group C. So we'll see if the score repeats itself, or will Naama take his revenge and try a comeback. And we already see Barracks first dropping down for Naama at 11 actually. Very fast Barracks play by Naama. And I'm gonna check out what they were writing about. Okay, fun. In any case, we do have 11 drones, 11 racks for Naama, and we do have pull first for Starbuck. So Starbuck gonna play it safe, does not want to die to any proxy racks, anything like that. And Naama, of course, gonna play gasless for now, as it seems, and possibly gonna go for the command center on the low ground. But we'll see. In any case, Habitation Station, let's take a look at the map. It's a two-player map. It's the new map being, well, it is now the new map that has been added to the map pool. And one of the things I want to point out, as I'm showing already, the gold bases, which are available at the top, top position. And they're kinda exposed to siege tanks on the low ground, Midalisk from the sides and drops, but still, I think they are worth it. And it kind of brings back gold bases into into play, and we see Starbuck, brace Overlord, brace yourself for impact. The Marine will not take you down, never! And Naama has to be sad right now. That Overlord could have costed Starbuck the game, but you know, that should never be the case. And yeah, Naama gonna build the CC on the low ground, and possibly gonna follow this up with the bunker as soon as possible. Or possibly as soon as possible. That's really a nice use of words. I wanted to say that Naama should have gone for the bunker as soon as possible, because basically the Zerg can overrun you or overwhelm you if Starbuck decides to basically build 12 to 20 Zerglings right now. Naama, if he had been overrun here, he would have lost the double supply depots. Would have been forced to cancel the CC. Also, no wall-in means Lings get in the main, and that kind of spells GG. I don't know, Starbuck playing it safe, going drones, and playing it greedy as well. Not safe, just greedy at the time. And with the speed on the way, he is gonna have good map control for now until Hellions come out. Although no factory for now, and factory should be starting up as we speak. Yeah, here we go. 100 gas has just been used. Now, ZVT, of course, usually means for Terrans, Hellions early on, following it up with Marine Bio Forces, usually Widow Mines, Marines, Medivacs, and we do see double barracks already additionally being pulled down for Naama, so gonna see a lot of Marines being produced, as well as the tech lab gonna be started soon, as well as reactors, so Steam gonna start up for Naama, most likely soon. And finally the bunker though. Kind of a late bunker, to be honest, and there's a wall here, which is, I think this is actually, yeah, this is breakable. I think Lynx can get past by this, so kind of unfortunate for Naama if it happens to be like that. And we see the pause. It's gonna take a little while. And we do have a Baneling's Nest dropping down for Starbuck, so gonna have Banelings available if need be. Those Lings definitely cannot engage on Marines alone, especially with Steam and Medivac support, even if they are 0-0. So Starbuck will need that, as well as Lair. Kind of missing on Lair a little bit, but I think it's gonna start as soon as Starbuck takes more gases, and the third gas being taken, the fourth one as well. So we'll see Lair start up relatively soon here. And we do have the third base on the gold being taken by Starbuck. A couple of Lings on the map for him. Gonna try and poke around, gonna see the bunker and fall back after this. And we do see a Viking being produced by Naama, not a Medivac as we are usually used to. So the Viking will be used to clean out overloads, and I guess that's quite useful. And a lot of drones being transferred for Starbuck, as well as the Roach one being dropped down. Roaches usually indicate that the Zerg or whoever is playing it is kind of afraid of a possible Hellion run by possible mass Hellion transition. So that's I like the decision out of Starbuck. We'll have safety if need be. But it's not the case of things for Naama. Naama is just playing a normal bio play, a little bit conservatively, a little bit more of a enclosed play, not really being aggressive with any Hellions or anything. Now only moving out, but still, Starbuck will try and be as safe as possible. Now, we do see the gold base has started mining, so Starbuck's income will ramp up a lot right now. We do already see it's at about 1600, 1700 and more. We've got 52 harvesters only for the Zerg player, which is not a lot. Do keep that in mind that the usual harvester count for the three bases are usually is usually at around 70 drones, 70 to 75 drones, then adding more bases, of course, and all that. We do have 1-1 as well starting for Starbuck, a little bit late, but of course Naama has skipped his own E-base, so no 1-1 on the way for him, and he's really playing it safe. No CC as well, no additional barracks as well. I actually don't know what the hell is Naama doing at this point. Only now adding the engineering base, a little bit late on that, but still. Oh yeah, it's a double drop. Oh my god, I skipped it. A double drop play from Naama. Starbuck is out of position. Couple of drones will start dying, and Starbuck has to respond to this. Now a couple of drones already are dead. 3 drones for now. The Medivac is going to be very useful. The spawning pool will be killed here, which is highly unfortunate for Starbuck, but that does not mean an all-in, and the hatchery actually is dropping in supply, well, in HP, and Starbuck will actually lose the main hatchery here. Oh my god. And Naama will pick up and leave to the natural, most likely. And that's very unfortunate for Starbuck, not being careful on his on the drop play. And we do see another drop going to the third base, and I think it's gonna go for the hatchery as well here. But Starbuck is on cue, gonna start defending against this already, and shouldn't be too much of a problem for Starbuck to hold now. Although the drop still being utilized into the natural, and we do see Starbuck is not in position, losing a lot of units, a lot of drones as well, dying 7 at total. And with the main hatchery gone, Starbuck is right now a little bit in shambles, but the good thing is he has the gold base, which gives him a lot of income. And we see it's still at a steady, well, 1200 against 1500 from the Terran. And we have 3 more drops going into play for Naama. Naama really deciding to go heavy drop style, does not even care about anything else. And this will really put Starbuck out of place and just kind of throw him on all ways around. And Starbuck sees the triple drop. He's gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be hard. And here comes the drop. It's going straight for the main. The Queen's gonna start dying as well here. Transfuse is gonna be used. And beautiful Medivac kill already, but drop again, going to the third, into the natural. Roaches though are on spot to defend, and the drop play in the main being utilized. Roaches are in position, couple of drones additionally dying. Starbuck is losing the creep and the drones here, but is slowly regaining his position. And gotta be careful though, Naama still very dangerous. He drops the third base under siege. Starbuck is losing, well, basically is being dropped on all sides at once. Naama really putting on the pressure, putting on the power, and Medivacs on all sides. Starbuck only now regained his main. And Naama behind this. Let's take a look at the production tab, adding the third CC as well as more barracks. Another triple drop. Oh my god, Naama is relentless, and Starbuck, he needs Mutalisk for this. Or at least Mutalisk for this. And we do see the medevac will be cleaned out here, at least, well, will be safe, but still could have been cleaned. Starbuck though is in position onto the base, will start cleaning out those units. Bailings though not moving in here. I'm kinda skeptic as to why not, but the third base is under firepower right now. 1-1 for those bio units is very strong. Now one medevac has died, but here comes the four medevac drop into the main, and Naama has completely dismantled Starbuck with drops. Oh my god, Starbuck cannot even control one drop at a time, and I mean honestly it is a hard thing to do, and Starbuck losing the hatchery on the third base. Gotta be careful, that's a very costly hatchery to lose. And this medevac there will die, but the triple drop is still being active in the main of Starbuck. And Naama, let's take a look at the resources lost. Has lost fairly close to Starbuck losses, but still dropping more medevacs onto the third base. Starbuck has to be on cue here, and the hatchery must survive if Starbuck wants to prevail in the middle game. And remember, this is only game 1. Now drones are being additionally killed. 25 drones already dead in favor for Naama. And Starbuck again gonna have to defend the natural here. The drop gonna go into play. Yep, gonna go in here. The third base though still being under siege of those drops. And going to the main base, wow, Naama is really on cue on all things. And one medevac will be sniped here. Naama not taking a look there. And Starbuck finally looking to stabilize, looking to get his economy back up, to get his bases back up. But meanwhile, Naama has established his own third base, get his own army behind this. And Starbuck is in a bad spot with roaches out, with not too many links and not too many drones right now. Starbuck needs to establish himself a good army and start being a little bit aggressive himself. And Naama still having drop availables. Available. He's gonna move across the map now with a small bioforce. 1-1 is complete. 2-2 is slowly finishing up as well for Starbuck and Naama. So good upgrades running for both players, but Naama very aggressive with those drops. Still can be if he wants to, but he's probably gonna save those medevacs. And let's take a look at the total loss for both players. Now actually it's kinda equalized in army supply. But still, those drones were lost. 28 drones lost, a hatchery lost. That's a big thing to lose for Starbuck right now. And he's already mined out his gold place by the looks of it. And Naama is now moving across those widow mines. Gonna be used for those links to die. And 2-2 is complete for Starbuck. Those widow mines are gone, but Starbuck has no bailings and the bio cannot be killed. Actually, a couple of bailings are in there, but no bailing speed only now started. Means that Starbuck has to be very careful once he starts to engage here. And we see the drop again going to into the natural. One of the medevacs will be cleaned out by Starbuck, and the second one as well played by Starbuck. Both medevacs died, but one is the full one. And we do see a doom drop, or a big drop by Naama being utilized, and they're gonna go straight for the main. I feel Starbuck gotta be ready here, gotta be prepared. Now he has actually infested out, but will it be enough here? And he is completely unaware of this drop, or those drops coming his way. He has the army out of position. Starbuck will be surprised by this. And a couple of roaches there, a couple of lanes, but will it be enough? That's the question now. Now Naama sees the armies out of position, and here comes the big medevac drop. Now one medevac is down, but it was a full one, it was an empty one, and Starbuck have to deal with this bioforce again here. Gonna lose the hatchery most likely. Naama goes straight for the jugular. And we have a small bioforce moving into the third base. Starbuck has been completely dismantled. Naama is looking very powerful right now. And I don't know how Starbuck will be managed to do a comeback here. Look at the supply, heavily in favor of Naama. Look at basically the big supply block for Starbuck as well. The third base gone, and Starbuck now on one mining base. It is not looking good for the MIA player. And Naama has established himself in this pesky position for Starbuck. No way anything can be dealt there. And the fourth base being sniped by Naama. Wow, Naama is really persistent with those drops and getting more siege tanks out as well here. He's looking unstoppable, and Starbuck is losing the grip fast. And Naama with the fourth CC on the way, he can easily take his additional economy bases. And Starbuck has established his own fourth base on the low ground, but has lost the gold one, has lost the fourth, and it's not looking good for Starbuck, honestly. Right now, he is running low on options, and Naama will do a big move out with a lot of forces. Now he's gathering a lot of siege tanks as well. 3-3 is on the way for the bio. Starbuck getting a greater spire, so Brood Lords might come into play. Will come into play, which is a good choice by Starbuck. He needs something free to stop those units. Fungals will definitely help, but will they be enough? And we do see Starbuck fungling that Medivac, using a lot of energy. And Naama still encroached in this position here, not allowing Starbuck to do anything. And you know, we'll see how it happens. Queen getting killed, and Starbuck actually trying a run by, but the bioforce of Naama is just too strong. 3-3 as well suit here, and Naama has a good position on Starbuck. The gold is locked down. Basically, a lot of bases have been locked down as well. A couple of corruptors on the way for Starbuck, which will be Broodlord soon, but Naama is now moving across the map. We've got scans dropping in behind the main and the natural. The Greater Spire has been revealed, as well as the Broodlords, corruptors, and Naama right now realizes he needs his supply for Vikings instead of Marines and Marauders, and he's already killing his own Marines here, as we can see. And Starbuck can still make a comeback here. Those Broodlords can be very cost efficient. And slowly but surely the Zerg has established his economy again. Drones killed 44, which is a lot of drones, but at the 22-minute mark, Starbuck has enough to recompensate. With 4 base economies soon to go his way, he should be able to come back to some extent, or at least to the equal extent. Let's take a look at the resources lost. It's not that far different. I mean, only 1.6k difference between each other. And we do see spores. Starbuck really dismantled at the early stages of the game by drops. Naama unrelentless on that regard, in that regard, and Starbuck still gotta be careful though. Those drops can be used again, and we do see a full transition into air. Look at the amount of starports Naama has, and getting the +2 weapons for air as well. Those Vikings will have one hell of a punch, and Starbuck with Fungals though can catch them and can severely basically kill them. And we do see 3-3 as well for Starbuck, slowly finishing up, and that's gonna be a crucial thing for Starbuck. He needs 3-3 in order to engage with this Bioforce, and Naama kinda undecided right now what to do. No 5th CC for now. The 4th base is slowly mining. Small Bioforce on the move out. Naama, I think he wants to get rid of this, at least to some extent, wants to get more supply into Vikings, maybe something else, stores maybe. And Starbuck still getting his forces, getting his upgrades, and you know, Starbuck gonna sacrifice a couple of those roaches as well. I guess those roaches and things are kind of useless at this point. They're just cannon fodder for the time being, and Naama are gonna be happy to take them out. And there was a small engagement here, but I didn't really catch it. So yeah, or at least a couple of links probably jumped on by. And Naama is not on the move out yet. I mean, still, Naama is not moving out anywhere. He's just sending out small bio units, small bio packs to deal with creep tumors, to deal with anything that might be dealt with quickly. And we do see Starbuck though gearing up with a lot of banelings here to gonna try and break into the 4th base of Naama. A couple of SCVs, well, only 2 SCVs in total killed, and Naama is still playing on the defensive. Now here comes the big engagement. Starbuck has moved in, gonna try and cancel out those CCs possibly, and that's gonna be a good achievement to go for. And one CC dead, the second one might be killed as well, and he will take it. Naama does cancel it though, and well played by Naama there, as well as Starbuck of course. Dealing with those CCs is a smart idea. Not allowing the Terran to take too many command centers and mules and all gives Starbuck the availability of equal economy. And let's see. More hatcheries dropping now for Starbuck. Economy is slowly equalizing. Starbuck does have the upper income though now, so that's good for him. Harvest account as well, up highly in favor of Starbuck, but the bank amount for Naama is just well, huge to be honest. 3k minerals, 2k gas. That's a lot of resources that can be used for the bio still. And we got a lot of Vikings on the map, so Starbuck should stop producing air units. He has a lot of broodlords out, so he's got to be careful, as well as fungals available. That's going to be crucial there. A couple of banelings though rolling in. They won't be too useful. Naama should be able to cancel them out. Starbuck though, gotta be careful. The big engagement is waiting, and he has no high ground vision. Starbuck gotta be careful. Those siege tanks will reap a new one to the Zerg. We do have roaches though being sacrificed by Starbuck. They're gonna go straight for the natural, and Naama and now spotting it just in time. And this is good for Starbuck. He needs to get rid of those roaches. They're useless at this point. He needs more corruptors. Yeah, corruptors, good choice. Actually, Naama doesn't even have any more marines. Ah, yeah, the marines were sent back. Okay, and they were dropped back by Medivacs, which is good. CC actually dropping. Wow, CC actually dropping in HP fairly quickly here. But Starbuck, well, Naama is on queue to repair. That would have been a very sad thing to see if the CC would have been killed. And here come the broodlords. Those Vikings are gonna start chipping away at them. But there's no anti-air on the ground. Remember that? Those corruptors can easily take down the Vikings. And a lot of broodlords though dying quickly for Starbuck. Fungals being missed. And Starbuck gotta be careful. Those broodlords are his lifeline right now. He's out of gas as well. And this means this is the whole army he will build in this game. Or at least for the time being. But Naama is kinda relentless to move in anywhere, getting his bases though additionally, so that's good. And here comes Starbuck. Fungal's gonna be crucial here for this for the Zerg player, and here comes one Fungal's being utilized. Those marines though still useful, and those broodlords gonna take down two of the siege tank. No, one siege tank still. Will it be enough? Fungal's gotta be used. Beautiful fungal by Starbuck. Those marines are the crucial amount of, well, there's the thing for Naama to survive here, and beautiful bailing connection for Starbuck with a little bit enough. No, the Vikings are gonna be too much for Starbuck, and he will lose his air army as well as the ground army. And this is not looking good for the Zerg player. Naama will now move forward with the remainder of his army alive. Take out the hatcheries, take down the 5th base. And Naama is looking to take game 1 here. Starbuck still fighting his way around. Though a couple of broodlords morphing, more infested, but will it be enough? Well, it's highly doubtful. And we do have Naama now moving in here. There's nothing for Starbuck on the ground that can breach this. There's absolutely not a single unit that can kill this. At least not now, or not in this very moment. We do have the Vikings again killing those broodlords, and that's a very hefty price to pay if you're not careful. And marines, useful. And here comes the big engagement. Those corruptors actually took down all the Vikings. The broodlords are still standing. Those marines are slowly dying, and actually Starbuck managing to do a comeback here, or at least cleaning out the Terran army. The problem is behind this, Naama is gathering his marines again, and his Vikings and marauders. That means that Starbuck is gonna have one hard time coming back after this again, losing the 5th base, losing the 6th base, as well as never reclaiming the gold base. Although not many minerals are left, still that would be crucial to keep. And we see Naama again on the move. This Bioforce is looking very strong for the Finnish Terran, and Naama with a big supply lead in army supply. 130 against 72. Starbuck has to make magic happen. Oh, drones as well gonna be cleaned out. Starbuck, highly unfortunate, cancelled hatchery there, and Starbuck, a lot of Vikings out again. So Starbuck gotta be careful. Those broodlords are gonna be Q for Starbuck's survival. We do have only 2 tours, so not too much anti-air on the ground. The marines alone can be fungal, so we do have to keep that in mind as well. And Naama is now on 2 mining bases, which is more than Starbuck. Well, actually Starbuck still has this mining base, surprisingly, which is okay. I really don't know how he still has this mining base, but yeah, okay. So both players are still on 2 mining bases, and Starbuck is gonna try and retake his. This is basically his 6th base now, again. And we do see a Widow Mine taking care of a couple of units, and gonna die. Anyway, This game is really taking its time. I mean, Naama is not being too careful, but also not being too on the leaving Starbuck alone side. Now, that's a smart thing for the Terran, but honestly, he's got to be careful. He's also drying out on minerals, so he can't really rebuild his army as quickly enough as he could have otherwise. And I mean, those Broodlords are looking really scary, but here comes another engagement. Starbuck gotta have to deal with those Vikings again. The question is, will he have enough? There's a lot of doors as well moving in though. And the Vikings gonna go for the one beautiful fungal hit by Starbuck, and those Vikings are being teared apart by those spores as well. And Starbuck for now is holding, playing a brilliant game, as well as Naama doing a good job at holding his enemy only on basically on 2 base economy. And Starbuck gotta be very careful though. That's a dangerous place to move in. Those stores do have long range impact. No, not activated actually. And there's a lot of corruptors, but gotta be careful. The AoE damage from the Tor is gonna be great here. Here comes the big engagement. Starbuck, no, gotta fall back again. Gotta be careful. Those Broodlords and corruptors are key for Starbuck's survival. Fungals as well, gotta be hit spot on. And supply-wise, we do see both players are about well, not equal. Starbuck is 20 supply behind, but still fairly okay supply for both. Army supply though, kinda in favor of Naama. And Naama gonna take his 6th base now. Or we could call it, yeah, 6th base. And Starbuck, those links need to be banelings instead of just regular Zerglings. They're not gonna do much against Marines, especially not against siege tanks support. And Naama, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. It's really, honestly, right now, both players are just playing it slow, playing it safe, and I do appreciate that. But it's kinda, I mean, Starbuck is, you know, 10k resources behind for one thing, which is a lot in units lost tab, and in general he's not. I mean, gotta be careful here. Gotta be very careful. Those siege tanks have a lot of damage, and Naama is looking for an opening with those Vikings. Gonna try and take down as much of those units as possible. Beautiful fungals hit those units. Beautiful fungals out of Starbuck. Wow, what an amazing fungal spree. But will it be enough? Banelings though are missing in this army. Starbuck needs more banelings, and he will be able to clean out the Terran army. The problem is that Naama again has a big bank, to 2200 minerals and 2900 minerals, which is a lot. And those Marines can easily be remade. And we're still waiting for Naama. For Starbuck to do something here now. He is slowly progressing. He wants to get his hands on that 6th base. He has established it, but hasn't started mining yet. So it's still fairly equal in economy supply, or at least in economy, as you can see. The gold base though is still available for Starbuck, so he can still mine that out, amongst other things. And Naama still holding his fort, still actually not mining on the 6th base, which is surprising. And Starbuck, Naama moving in here, gonna lose 1 siege tank for that, which is highly unfortunate, but that's the way of things. And we've got a lot of Vikings out for Naama. They're being spread out, so fungals will not affect them too much. And here comes the big boom. The queens are being cleaned out, and those queens were quite crucial as well for transfuses. And fungal, not the best one, but still okay. We're gonna take out one of the Vikings, and Naama again looking for an opening to try and take down those Broodlords that are so dangerous. A beautiful fungal hit by Starbuck, and those fungals are just gonna keep on coming. A couple of corruptors get taken down, and here comes another fungal, and Naama is slowly losing those Vikings, but ever more getting more Marines on the low ground. And Banelings are not in high supply, so Starbuck gotta be careful. Those Marines very dangerous, and look at the amount of medivacs as well available for Naama. Those Marines get healed easily there, and yeah, Naama still holding though, and Starbuck playing the game right now as best as he can, and he's playing really good, holding his ground for as a Zerg player. Usually Zergs just get stomped by these armies, or at least at the position Starbuck was in, and it looked really bad. Honestly, it looked like really bad, but Starbuck managed to make a comeback, and right now he's fighting his way around, fighting his way out of this mess he has found himself in, and we do see resources lost are still in favor of Naama, but right now Starbuck is fighting his way, and here comes Starbuck now, slowly just engaging, chipping away, wants to be careful, but a couple of Fungals hitting in, here comes the big boom, and Starbuck goes in, those Vikings taking down those Broodlords, but not fast enough, the Corruptors are in high supply, Fungals though still available and taking out all the Marines, and the Vikings are gone, Naama has dropped in supply, Starbuck still advancing, and this is now Starbuck's moment, he can take down well, actually, no, he cannot take down anything, but can move forward to take down this 6th base of Naama. Naama, though still big bank available to him, can recompensate on Marines and everything, and having a lot of everything out as well. 10 barracks with a lot of, I resume, reactors. But, ooh, Naama decides to go for drop play now. In this crucial moment of the game, he decides base trading would be the best. And it's gonna be a close call here because Starbuck right now has 3-3 completed for his air army. Actually, only 3-1 completed, so not too much. But still, Naama is gonna go for the drop. He's gonna clean out the gold base there, and that will set back Starbuck just a little bit. The gas is the most important thing, though. Starbuck, without gas, he can't really support his army, and already calling in those lings. They cannot engage, though. Those Marines are just gonna shred them to pieces. Another Marine run by on the 6th base. Those Broodlords are in position, though, so Marine's gonna be taken care of. And Starbuck gonna try his best to deal with this, and as the Infestors and Corruptors in position, those Medivacs are crucial for Naama's survival as well. And a lot of them have been taken down, though, which is highly unfortunate for Naama, because every Medivac he does costs him basically gas that he relatively, or minerals and gas that he wouldn't have need to spend. And we see Starbuck again rebuilding his gold base, gonna try and mine it out fully, especially the gas. And with this 6 base income, he will be able to kinda roll back a little bit, but Naama has his 6 base as well, so Naama as well looking really strong in income right now. 2,000 minerals per minute for Naama, which is a lot. And here comes Starbuck, Fungal being missed, but Fungals can be missed, they are basically an energy skill, so it doesn't matter too much. Naama though rebuilt his army of Marines and Vikings. And this is a real game of the ages right now. This is it's an important game, to be honest. Still though, this is only the first game of a best of 3 between these two guys, and this is only the second best of 3 of a possible 5 best of 3s between Fnatic and Team Missing in Action. And Naama again getting in position, this pesky position to take down the 6th base, which is going to be heavily fortified by Broodlords and everything. But here comes Naama, beautiful Fungal though by Starbuck, gonna take down a lot of those Marines, but more coming in, and Starbuck gotta be careful. Those Marines are very much crucial for Naama's survival, and beautiful Fungals dropping on by Starbuck, and look at those baning connections as well, and this is not looking good for Naama, losing all the Vikings, losing all the Marines as well. Naama cleaned out again, and this time around Starbuck will definitely move across the map and try and take down everything, but Starbuck takes the game. Naama leaves it, and a victory goes to Starbuck as the first best of 3, well, the first map of this best of 3 is now concluded. Wow, well played by Naama. Well played by Starbuck, of course. And hey Fatalic Pixels, how are you doing? Hey Partoof, yes, this is the Fnatic versus Mia. I'm sorry to respond so late, but playing the game, well, casting the game obviously, takes its toll. And GG called 1-0 now in favor of Starbuck. We'll see which will be the next map, or which will be the next play, or next, map, we could say so. And so slowly but surely, Gonna get more people. And ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 is getting ready right now. As we speak, it is gonna be played on Frost, so a 4-player map, much more comfortable for Starbuck. And it should be an interesting game 2 here. And of course, we all know that game 1 was one hell of a game, and it was a long game to say the least. And now Starbuck has, well, Naama has, well, I don't know who picked Frost, but I think it was for Starbuck. So the second map will be one of the bigger maps on the map pool, and it should be more fun to see, at least for you viewers. Of course, Viking versus Corruptor and all that isn't too much fun. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's see. Waiting for the start of GLHF when ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, game 2 starting up, and we'll be starting up a game 2, of course. And of course, Cross Cyrus, you are correct, man. All games today are very long and taking a lot of time, of course. And Cheese King, Starbuck is playing really good. Yes, GG, of course, GG. And game 3 now loading up, game 2 now loading up, of course, and this is the second best of 3 between Starbuck and Naama, and do keep in mind, this is one of the important matches of the ESL Euro Series, because if if Mia takes it, it will be one of their biggest performances on a team league ever, and making it in the round of 4, that's a big achievement. Anyway, let's give it up for the first player to be introduced. It is the Red Town playing for Team Fnatic. It is none other than the Finnish Naama. And of course his opponent in the top left corner playing as the Violet Zerg, playing for Team Missing in Action. Give it up for Starbuck. And we do have Scout first from Starbuck, basically a 9 Scout coming down from him, or a 10 Scout as you would like to call it. And he really wants to make sure Naama will not go for any sort of cheese. But look at Naama sending out an SCV on 11. And Starbuck will see it. Oh my god, Starbuck will see the SCV. Naama did not catch. I think Naama didn't see the drone. But Starbuck sees the SCV, now knows there's a possibility of an 11-11. And he's gonna see the second. Oh my god, and he sees the second SCV as well. Right now, Starbuck knows this is 11-11 coming his way. Double Rex. And this was a 9 Scout. He will pay. He has gotten paid for it dearly, and now Starbuck scouts. This is gonna be a proxy 11-11, gonna get that pull down as quick as possible. And if Starbuck is, as a player he is, he will prepare against this as much as he can. Now Naama is still scouting around, but actually, oh, this is gonna be a proxy Reaper. Now Gas had been scouted, and Starbuck will now confirm this is actually Reaper proxy almost here, and this is one hell of a game, guys. Let's see how Starbuck will play against this. He is doing good so far. And first, well, Marine actually on the way. And you know, yeah. Let's see. And we've got the drone harassing those SCV as Naama, and Naama will actually lose one SCV! Oh my god, Naama actually loses an SCV. That's very unfortunate for Naama, but here comes the SCV. Oh, that was building the barracks. Not too much of an important SCV. But Starbuck has already started his gas mining, gonna start his speed soon, and gonna take his hatchery safely now with Lings on the way. Naama will be left defenseless at home, and Starbuck right now is looking to break his opponent. Well, actually, Starbuck has Starbuck cancelled the Lings. I thought Starbuck had Lings on the way. Okay, I kinda saw double there, or at least wrong. Oh yeah, the 4 Lings. Okay, I was not wrong. 4 Lings were on the way, and we have a factory play on the way for Naama. So not really paying it off with that proxy. Rex and actually being ahead in the worker count. Starbuck did get scared a little bit there, so Naama still playing it very nicely out there, and gonna see how Starbuck reacts to this, sees the factory, and now Oak actually gets into the main. Those Marines gonna be endangered, but they do fall back. Nice pull by Naama, and those SCVs are too dangerous to deal with. And Starbuck knows now he's gonna see a lot of Hellions on the map soon, if nothing else, and gotta be ready for that. Gonna get a couple of additional units out. We do have link speed as well on being researched, and Starbuck just has to play it safe if he wants to take this win. But Naama, right now Naama, or Naama as you would like to say, is playing it very nicely. Gonna go for Hellions, gonna go for CC on the high ground. He's not that far behind. He still has the 2 worker advantage. He basically is on same basis. Starbuck has a little bit of a faster natural, but still we do have actually starport coming in for Naama, so this might be a Banshee style play. No second gas though, so it most likely will be only medevac drop with maybe Widow Mines. That's a possibility, but it's kind of doubtful. 1 Hellion though managed to get into the natural of Starbuck. Starbuck will lose 1 drone, which is kind of unfortunate, but Naama has to feel happy about it. And couple of speedlings getting into the main, seeing the CC. I believe Starbuck has not got a glimpse of that starport. No, he did not. And we do see Starbuck taking all 4 gases now. Gonna go for Lair soon. That means Midalisk are most likely gonna be on the way. And of course, Frost is a map where Midalisk are best, or where they are best. And we are still. Actually, Tech Lab has been researched. Okay, so this will be Banshee play with the second gas being fairly delayed for Naama. So I'm kind of surprised to see that. Here comes the Banshee, and Starbuck gonna have to deal with Cloak Banshee soon. And at this point, with the Lair on the way, gonna have Mutas on the way as well. I don't think he's too much in danger. Gotta be careful though. Queens will definitely be required, and Naama here needs to deal some damage because he's falling behind with the delayed CC right now. With going with Banshees, he's gonna have a very delayed production of basically Marines and everything else he wants to. Though getting a good amount of Hellions out is not bad, so we're gonna have a good amount of lane coverage. And the first Banshee is slowly finishing up. No cloak will be researched, at least not for now. Naama cannot afford it. Well, actually now can. The question is, will he afford it? Still can go for Mac though. Both gases are being taken, so Naama, I think he's going for Mac here. As it looks like he's adding, with the both gases being taken here, he's looking to go for a lot of factories. And we'll see how Starbuck reacts to that. He's going for 1-1 on links, on link upgrades with melee and that. And Spire is on the way here, as we can see. And oh my god, what a hidden Spire by Starbuck. Holy crap, that's a hidden Spire. That's more hidden Spire than, well, you know, I won't say it, but in any case, that's a one hell of a hidden Spire. And right now, 2 Banshees are out for Naama. Cloak is being researched as well, halfway complete almost. And Starbuck will be engaged by a lot of Hellions and Banshees, and this might be actually very crucial for Naama's survival here. And basically win. And we do see Naama now moving across the map, gonna go straight for the natural. There's a lot of Hellions, they can easily burn away through the links. The Queens as well, gonna be endangered, but I think Starbuck caught a glimpse of that. Yeah, he did. We have a Spine, a Spore already down. 3 Queens are at the doors, and there's no way Naama is getting in. Although the Queens are gonna die fairly quickly, and Starbuck gotta be careful. Those Hellions, very dangerous. And those links, gonna take down as many Hellions as they can, and Starbuck building his spores now and a couple of lings, a couple of units, and oh my god, the drones, the drones, the drones! Gotta be very careful. Naama though, he could have gotten those drones very nicely, and he took down the queens, he took down the defense, and he's doing a great job so far. He's looking to take the game, taking the natural, but the Banshees are getting ever more low on HP, and those Hellions can't really break now the natural here. And Starbuck getting 7 mutas out. This will surprise Naama just a little bit, but Naama already with his own turrets in the natural, not gonna be able to do much. Cloak though is available for Starbuck, for Naama, so those Banshees can be saved easily. And Starbuck is still on 0-0 because of the kill on those Evo chambers, and we do have mutas flowing across the map. And they're gonna go straight for the natural, but there's a missile turret up. We have a Tor on the way as well, and this will be mag play from Naama. 2 Vikings though gonna be taking care of those mutas, gonna kill them. And that's highly unfortunate for Naama. Those Vikings would have been useful in some situations, but right now, well, they just die. And Starbuck, oh, Starbuck gotta be careful. Those 2 Widow Mines, oh no! Starbuck losing those 2 Widow Mines, highly unfortunate for him. And that's... Oh, and there are Tor spawns just in those mutas, and Starbuck loses a good amount of these mutas already, but still he is in the game. He's not out yet. As well goes same for Naama, of course. He will have a strong army with Hellbat, Tor, and all that. Starbuck needs roaches, and hopefully we'll see a roach and drop down soon. Maybe even a Hydralisk then. That would be a smart idea to add. And we've got a couple of Ravens joining the Raven party, or joining Naama's party. No third CC for now. Starbuck does not realize that for now. For the time being, he has no knowledge of the third base, whether the third base is up or not. But Starbuck will take his own third, having links spread around the map. Well played, well done there. Gonna have good control, good vision, and basically with the mutas out, he's gonna scare. He will scare Naama in going towards and all that, and hopefully we'll see some Swarm Host play from Starbuck. We already have the Infestation Pit on the way, so that's definitely gonna mean that Swarm Host will be available. But still, Naama is gearing up for the move out, and will Starbuck be there in time? And here comes Naama. There's a couple of SCVs being pulled as well, and that's gonna be a lot of repair available to Naama. And Starbuck gotta be careful. Oh, those mutas! Oh, those mutas have just been taken care of, and Starbuck has to feel very unhappy about it. And he's gearing up for a Ling run-by on the natural, which will be successful if those supply depots do not lift up. And Naama is moving across the map. He's being completely scouted right now. Starbuck, what does he have? He has 15 roaches on the way. Will it be enough though? I don't think so. The Banshees, the Ravens, the Hellbats, the Siege Tanks, the Tors. There's so many of them. It's gonna be a hard fight for Starbuck to pick. And we got a couple of spores dropping down. Starbuck gotta be careful. This mech army is just so strong now. Siege tanks as well being utilized. Beautiful PDD placement by Naama. And those spores will be taken care of. A couple of roaches being caught in the middle. Gonna die. And the third base has been scouted, or should be scouted by Naama. And look at Naama. He's engulfing Starbuck in his third army, and Starbuck pulling drones, fighting with his last resort, and this will be GG out of Starbuck. He cannot hold this. GG, well played. And game number 2 goes to Naama. Well played by Naama. Well played by Naama, obviously. And we are still... here we go. Polar Night will be the next map. Third map now coming on the way for Starbuck and Naama. Well, between Starbuck and Naama. So we'll see how third game will go up. And right now we've got all the players in the lobby as we speak and getting ready for it. And this is actually getting ever more exciting, because this is gonna be this is gonna be a very decisive game right now. If Fnatic, if Naama manages to equalize the score or to go 1-1 against Mia, that means there's still at least 2 more games left. If Mia right now takes the win, if Starbuck secures the victory for their team, for his team, that means that Mia is only 1 more best of 3 away from the total 3-0 victory, a total domination. And here we go. Polar Night game number 3 between Starbuck and Naama is loading up. This is only the second best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. That means we have at least 1 more best of 3 ahead of us, and a maximum of 3 more best of 3s ahead of us, and that's a lot of best of 3s ahead of us. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Polar Night is loaded up, and game number 3 now between these 2 guys is here, and our first player to be introduced, it is the Red Town playing for Fnatic. Give it up for Naama. Whee. And of course his opponent in the top corner playing as the Violet Zerg, playing for team Missing in Action. Give it up for Starbuck. And I am such a noob, forgive me everybody, really forgive me. I have not even fixed the graphics right now, and it looks really bad. And I'm happy that I didn't fix them, because if I fixed them for the first game here, I would have lagged so much. I don't know if I would have managed to block the players playing it normally, so kind of unfortunate. But here comes Starbuck, gonna scout around, gonna check out for any possible proxies, makes sure there's no cheese coming his way. And let's see. We still have a normal play out of Naama, a 12 racks being thrown down, no gas for now. And Naama, if he wants to go for Hellions fast on, he's gonna take the gas now, but no. So far it's not looking like it, and he will just wall in, as it looks like this is a normal 12 racks play, nothing else. And apologies there, my mouse kind of scribbled away. And a nice wall in by Naama, not allowing Starbuck to scout. And I think Starbuck at this point realizes this is not going to be gas, because honestly, at this point he sees a wall in, he's like, well, you walled in, you're definitely not going Reapers, because otherwise you wouldn't wall in, you wouldn't have the resources to wall in. And at another point, Starbuck is expanding behind us, taking hatchery first, going for pool later, means that he feels safe playing against Naama like this. And Naama, of course, is playing very, very, very macro oriented. We see no gas still, so he's gonna go for the CC on the low ground most likely. Could be on the high ground, but I think it's gonna be on the low ground nonetheless. Starbuck gotta save that Ovi. And Naama, yeah, so gonna CC high ground actually. No, low ground, so it will be low ground. And Starbuck with his gas already out and well, basically mining. That means he's gonna have a good amount of gas coming his way, as well as speed soon to be complete. Oh, soon to be on the way. That means those lings are gonna be very feisty, running around the ramp map and trying to take down as many units as possible. And we see Naama now taking double gas, gonna go for factory as soon as possible. It is a possibility that we just might see a reactor, a second barracks and a tech lab coming down for Naama, but it's highly unlikely. Hellions are really, really good on this map particularly, and especially against Zerg. So yeah. Also, while speaking of the map, Polar Night, a 2-player map, as we can see, I gotta say though, this map does favor Zerg in many occasions. The third bases are very wide open for both players, and in that case, Zerg favors it out the most. And we actually see a Roachworn out of Starbuck. Oh, it's a very early Roachworn for Starbuck. Now, what could this be? What could this mean? Now, Starbuck has availability for maybe. Ooh, Burrow could be utilized here by Starbuck still. There's 3 overloads being produced by Starbuck. That means he's gonna go for a overkill for a lot of roaches and try and break into Naama's main. Now Naama will have a factory. The question is, if he goes for Hellions, that's gonna be too little firepower for him, and Naama has only control of one tower there. So he doesn't know, he has no knowledge for now. The roaches are coming, and Naama needs bunkers to defend against this. Oh, Naama actually skipping the bunker. Oh, this is gonna hit Naama hard. And we see the factory will not even produce Hellions at this point, waiting for the reactor. Naama really playing greedy, gonna start up the bunker, at least that's good. But will it be enough here? The roaches are now moving across the map. Naama has no knowledge of this. He has absolutely no knowledge until it reaches his natural. And Starbuck is moving across the map with how many roaches? Let's take a look. With 8 roaches. And right now he's droning behind this. Gonna take the third base as well, as it seems, which means he's gonna try and do a lot of damage. And if he does damage, that's gonna be more than enough for him to secure himself the mid-game place. And here comes the Roach War, and they will not be able to take down too much of that bunker, but will take down a lot of those SCVs, which means Naama will already be thrown down behind in the case of SCVs, and losing 5 SCVs already, 6 SCVs, 7, 8 SCVs, 9 SCVs, now 10 SCVs in total killed. Starbuck still taking a toll at those at the bunker as well here. Oh my god, and Starbuck actually managed to breach the natural. And the question is, will he go for the main, or will he just kill the supply depots? I think he's gonna go for the supply depots, and this will set Naama back a lot. And the 3 supply depots will severely, well, not supply block, but it will just throw down Naama in supply a little bit. And we see Naama was also forced to lift up. Behind this, we have to keep in mind, Starbuck is just droning up and getting the third base, getting gases out as well. So most likely gonna be more roaches, and maybe even Mutalisk following this up. And Naama now, it was forced to lift up, not being able to take the natural, and Starbuck retreats back, takes down a good amount of everything. And wow, what a move out from Starbuck. Holy moly, that's one hell of a move to go for. And we see Naama now moving across to the natural again, seeing no roaches there. He's gonna be like, oh man, you just went for this small engagement. I kinda couldn't handle that. And we see now Starbuck is still moving across the map. Sorry, Naama is moving across the map. 3 Hellions gonna try and fry a couple of those drones, but roaches are in position, so no cigar, or close but no cigar. And 3 base Starbuck against 2 base Naama right now. Look at the income. Gonna go into Starbuck's favor. 454 workers against 25 of Naama. Starbuck really ramping it up. We see Bang Nest in production. We see Hatch Lair on the way. Double Evo 1-1 will start soon. We got Pneumatized Carapace as well. Overload speed gonna be finished soon. So those overseers will jump around, scout the main of Naama. Naama going for Banshees again. Now that's an interesting call to go for, but I think Starbuck will try and close the deal before it comes to that late game again. And we see a lot of Lings in production. They are probably meant to start breaking the face of the Terran. 1 Banshee has been completely revealed, so Starbuck already building spores and queens additionally. And that Banshee will fall back soon. The roaches though being severely dampened. Nice play, nice play. And Starbuck now, look at the overload spread. Oh my god, Starbuck is really being careful on everything this time around. He does not want to die against any possible drops again like game 1. And what a game 1 was. And game 3 here, this is the last game of this best of 3. Naama, if he loses, Team Mia will be 2-0 against Fnatic. So right now, Naama has to make it happen. He's moving across the map. Widowmines, Marauders and Banshees are moving. The question is, will that be enough? We see a small, wow, that's a small run by Force for Starbuck going to the natural of Naama. Naama will have to pull back to not lose the natural again here. And Naama actually decides to go forward with it. Now the question is, will he do enough damage here? We've got a couple of Banelings, more Lings, and more units in production for Starbuck. And right now Naama will try and break this third base. And right now he's looking really strong and looking like he has enough. Though, does he have enough? We got Widowmines being activated and actually killing Naama. Oh my god, Naama just killed his own Banshees, and this is not loot. Starbuck meanwhile killing the natural of main and natural of Naama. Oh my god, what a game. And Starbuck holds and Naama leaves the game. Starbuck is the victor and will take the